This video provides an accessible version of the article Self-Determination and Supports from the first issue of Research to Practice in Self-Determination. The purpose of the first issue of Research to Practice in Self-Determination is to show how important self-advocacy is to developing the self-determination of people with disabilities. Self-advocacy skills help people express their likes and dislikes and keep someone else from making decisions about and for them. Strong self-advocates cause things to happen that make their lives better. In this video, Mia Peterson summarizes the key points of the article she wrote with her sister Jana Peterson.
My name is Mia Peterson, and I am excited to tell you my story on self-determination and the supports that got me there. And one of those lessons is my parents do have some good ideas sometimes. But it's really good to hear other people's ideas. And if it weren't for the supports, I probably wouldn't have gotten where I am today and what I have learned. And I learned many different steps. One was on my independent living, self-determination, being determined to doing those things independently, such as knowing how to get around to the airport because I do travel, such as being independent, getting to other places around your community, especially for living out of state from your family and your friends, was difficult at first. And the more I gotten used to it, it was much easier. In lesson number 2, doing things that are scary can teach you a lot about things you will like as an adult. And there are a lot of things that were scary. Just moving away from a new state, from Iowa to another whole different world out there in Ohio, was a lot of work, and it was scary at first. And then it got much more easier once I had a mentor in my life and other friends that lived in the community. In lesson 3, it is okay to let people who support you know what you are feeling and not to be afraid to speak from your heart. And that's where the role of a mentor is. Sometimes it's good to talk to somebody else than just the people that you love, even though they're out there, even though you love them the most. It's good to have someone I can talk to heart and not just with your parents. But I love my parents. They're great. I think it's great to have someone that you can talk to. Lesson number 4. It is good to have a mentor and a friend. A friend, someone I can talk to, someone I can look up to, someone that I can share my ups and downs with. It's just sometimes it's good to have someone that knows of a certain job that you were at, that knows about the business where you are working at, when it started out as Capabilities Unlimited Incorporated, and we began a newsletter called the Community Advocacy Press. And there were 2 other co-editors, one who also had Down syndrome. His name was Mitchell Levitz from New York, and Tia Nilis from Chicago, and Marcel Pettit, who also lives in Iowa. And we would have editor retreat. And then Essie would come in and be the mentor that she is to all of us, because we are a group of people who want to support other people. I read the newsletter for the voice for the newsletter and had a column, Mia Peterson Speaks Out. And so as a team together, we're all working together. That leads to my last lesson, number 5. Without the support of people who love me, I could not follow my dreams. And I think you already have heard from what I've said I have shown my example where my dreams I wanted to follow had already come true. And being a presenter as myself, it shows that without social capital, without that social gathering, we wouldn't be around where we are today. And that is really what it's all about.
Mia owns a self-advocacy business called Aiming High. She writes and gives speeches about her life story, including the importance of supports in her life. She is also past president of People First of Ohio. To learn more about Aiming High, follow the Aiming High page on Facebook.